And gents, how we doing? How's everything? Today is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh man. So, people talk about racism and everything, and they say, "Oh, this is racist. Oh, you're racist." Blah blah blah. And then they said, but they failed to realize, um, they never actually approach racism in this way, the way I'm gonna put it on. When the Syrians moved to Europe, the whole Europe became racist. They didn't want the Syrians, the Muslims. They didn't want them. All of a sudden, there were movements of things to prevent these people from coming in. As soon as the Ukrainians have problems, now they open their arms and they want to our white brothers. you know, uh, there's no racist movement, as such. You don't see that. In fact, the racist of that time, when the Syrians came, they are willing to accept the Ukrainians. So when the Syrians came, they say, "Oh, we don't have enough space. We don't have enough this and that." When the Syrians came, when the Ukrainians they haven't come yet, and they say, "Come, we can share." You know what I mean? So now all of a sudden, because these guys are white and Christian and all that, you can relate more to them, and they have space for them. They even raise money for them. That's racism, because you didn't do that for the Syrians, but you're doing it that's actually racist. It's based on racism anyway. When the Sudanese were moving to try to enter Israel, they used to shoot them at the border. Gunshots, Yeah, these are people who wanted to escape from their persecuting government. And then when they actually crossed the desert and all that, and they reached the border in Israel. I mean, the Egyptian, the Negev desert, then, and they used to get shot at the border. Why? Because these guys are black, Muslim. They don't want them. When Venezuela was suffering in 2016, and they wanted to move the people who were going crazy, they get on boats and they wanted to go to Aruba, which is an island that was owned by Holland, I believe, until recently. But everything on the island is still, white. And Aruba had their one Navy ship circling around the island to make sure no Venezuelans could enter or land on Aruba. These people were not wanted. And if they tried, they would be shot dead. Who's going to account for them? Nobody cared. Nobody's going to be like, "Oh, this is a humanitarian. They'll kill them and that's it, So that's racism. But the racist, the people who claim to be racist, or no, the people who fight against racism, they'll never talk about that. They'll never raise that. The countries that say they are against racism, they're the ones who actually practice racism.